So, I could say that I'm on the shore of Oneida Lake, looking up into the sky, and that there's a giant, some sort of giant vehicle, some sort of giant unidentified flying object in the sky. Seems to be very large overhead, and it's got pulsating lights. But I'd be lying, because that's just some lights in my rearview mirror. Oh, wouldn't that be great though? So I am here at Oneida Lake, and it's dark. Let's see if we can get something that looks like that you might be able to see. We're looking towards, let's see if we can see some sort of lights here. So you can see some lights on the shore in the distance. There's a red flashing, you know, like for airplanes. So what I am doing is I am waiting to see a UFO. I just have this feeling that I'm going to see a UFO over Oneida Lake. Now, back in 1997, there were sightings of a UFO, of UFOs, or a UFO over Oneida Lake in New York State. It was 97. They were called, nicknamed the Phoenix Lights of the East Coast, or something like that, which is probably a little bit too much, because not as many people saw them as saw the Phoenix Lights. I think you can see video of them if you Google it on YouTube, or search for them on YouTube. And so Oneida Lake is the largest lake in New York State that is totally within the state, where it doesn't share a border with another state or country like Lake Erie and Lake Ontario do. So I'm really intrigued by some lights over on the shore this way. I don't know what they are. Can you see those? Don't know what that is. It's just, they're really, flashing. I don't know what that is. Now, last time I was here, which wasn't that long ago, I saw something with a light on it. It was a bright, kind of roundish light. And I know the lay of the lake as I look at it from here. And I watched it go from one shore to the other shore. I mean, a long way. Very fast. I mean, there was just no human way possible that could have happened. It seemed to be on the surface of the water going fast, but I was like, what the heck? There's no boats out there. It's not some emergency Coast Guard thing going on. What was it? And as it basically went from the South Shore to the North Shore in no time. And I mean, very fast. I've never seen anything on the water like that before in my life. And so where it went up on the North Shore was, I mean, it just kind of disappeared when it got to the shore. I I mean, it just seemed to go to the shore and then just, and it didn't slow down when it got to what I knew the shore was and where the lights were on the shore. It just disappeared. So, do I think it was a UFO? I don't know. It was an unidentified object on the water. Whether it was flying or not, I don't know. It was either on the surface of the water or close to the surface of the water. But I just think that there's going to be more UFO sightings. I just really do. You know, I think that they're going to start increasing because we're living in the end times. I'm definitely a nut job end times person, if you want to call me that, because I think there's a lot of evil going on, you know, and I think that. I think that there's just going to be a lot of chaos and confusion and, you know, that kind of thing. But Oneida Lake just holds a mystery to me that I just can't explain. And if any place was going to have... the heck is that? Oh, I think that's just a reflection. If any place we're going to have... UFOs, it's gotta be Oneida Lake. I think this lake just holds a lot of mysteries. Just a lot of mysteries. And so, yeah, Google that. There's a couple of good blog spots that tell the story of the 1997 Oneida Lake UFOs. And I just, maybe the aliens are talking to me in my sleep. But I just have a feeling that there's going to be a lot more, at least a major UFO sighting here. I just have that feeling, and I want to be the one to capture it on my camera. So here I am late at night looking for it, and it's not here. But Jesus, this place is just ripe for it. Just ripe for it. And do the ships come out of the waters? I mean, this isn't a very deep lake, but that doesn't mean that if things do come out of the water, that maybe, you know, that it couldn't be this lake. I think this is kind of a little hub of activity. New York State, upstate New York has had a lot of UFO activity over the years. There's a famous guy that used to be, I think he's deceased now, but he used to be on Coast to Coast AM, and he had a famous incident in upstate New York with seeing a UFO. So, I definitely believe in UFOs. That's that thing I can't figure out why it's so bright and why it's flashing. That seems to be something on the shore, far, far away, but I don't know what it is. So, do I believe in aliens? Well, I mean, I think there's a possibility, sure. It would be crazy to not think that there was a possibility. You know, I think it could very well be biblical as well. I mean, are they demonic? I don't know. Maybe they're just, you know, other sheep that are not of this fold, you know, that's talked about in the Bible. And maybe we've already made contact with them. Who knows? You know, I just wouldn't be surprised about anything anymore. I think we could have made contact with aliens, but we can't cure cancer, so I don't know what the hell. I don't know how far advanced we really are. We can land on the moon, but, you know, people die of Alzheimer's. I don't know. So I just don't know. I want to get these other lights that where are they? Oh, geez, they're behind. I gotta figure out where this tree is. There. These are pretty. I don't know what they are. What are those? Whoop, sorry, I lost it. Where'd you go? Where'd those lights go? Oh, there they are. Ooh. So, you know, don't be afraid to go out there and go UFO hunting. There's got to be something. Plus, I mean, there should be some way to attract them, you know? You can do it with hummingbirds, right? Put red things, red feeder out and put stuff out, sweet stuff that they like. I mean, what do you put out to attract an alien? How do you attract a UFO? I do not know. I do not know. It's too bad I can't get the waves. I can see the waves, the white-capped waves with my eyes, but the camera's not picking them up, so. All right. Hope that gives you something to think about. Go somewhere. The only thing you have to be careful with when you're UFO hunting is drug dealers, because if you're in some places that are near water and you're parked, a lot of people, I mean, the society is degrading at such a rapid pace that, and so many people are hooked on drugs that they're hooking up with their drugs in remote areas. I mean, I just had somebody pull in here. They were driving around my car and waiting for me to, you know, give them the signal or something. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not your meetup, okay? So, but just watch yourself when especially if you're alone, you're out and about looking in remote places for UFOs or anything like that. And remember that the most dangerous thing on Earth is mankind. So that's about it. Darn, it's too bad. I don't know if you can hear the sound of the waves. Can you hear them? There's nothing quite like the sound of waves and water crashing against the shore when you can't see them. That is spooky. Okay. Over and out. Happy UFO.